Three of five, three of five, three of five. Four of five, four of five, four of five. And by the looks of it, we are not going to get 5 out of 5 again. Facebook is having issues again. Oh well. In any event, let's get started. Happy Saturday. I am your host, Fred Fury.
Wake and Bake Fred Fury. With the Wake and Bake Fred Fury. Now live on Michigan United Broadcast.
DJ Murph.
Cash cool fuck boy. That's producer Mo on this beat. DJ Murph, turn the fuck up.
Wake and bake. I wake and bake. Wake up in the morning, then I wake and bake. Wake and bake. I wake and bake. Wake up in the morning.
Flight school DJs, I see you.
Wake and bake. I wake and bake. Wake up in the morning thinking about that cake. Wake and bake. I wake and bake. Wake up in the morning, then I wake and bake. Wake and bake. My money straight. Please don't call my phone if you got the cake. Great. Fuck police. Pull up with your bitch, smoking loud packs. Wake up and fucking cussing. The price tag. Work, then I get it right back. Wake and bake. I wake and bake. Wake up in the morning, then I wake and bake. Wake and bake. I wake and bake. Wake up in the morning, smoke a box of grapes. Wake and bake. I wake and bake. Wake up in the morning, thinking about that cake. Wake and bake. I wake and bake. Wake up in the morning, then I wake and bake.
Wake up in the morning and I wake and bake. Jugging off a pound, started from an eighth. Bags of the gas, bitch, that's major weight. You can call my phone and get the shit today. Bad yellow bitch, but her titties fake. Fucked up with no rubber, gave her tummy ache. Smoking every day because I beat the case. Ballin' on these niggas like a fadeaway.
Wake and bake. I wake and bake. Wake up in the morning, then I wake and bake. Wake and bake. I wake and bake. Wake up in the morning, smoke a box of grapes. Wake and bake. I wake and bake. Wake up in the morning, thinking about that cake. Wake and bake. I wake and bake. Wake up in the morning, then I wake and bake.
You are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say I want it that way, but we are two worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart when you say that I want it that way. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Am I your fire, your one desire? Yes, I know it's too late, but I want it that way. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Now I can see that we're falling apart from the way that things used to be. Yeah, no matter the distance, I want you to know that deep down inside of me, you are my fire, the one desire. Believe when I say that I want it that way. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. 'Cause I want it that way.
Yo.
Blind Fury and Merkles.
I used to have a lot of friends, but I lost them. Cause they went to prison or ended up in a coffin. A couple of them thought military was really awesome. Till they signed up, never knowing it would cost them. Ain't enough talking for me to even find the word. So I get lost in my thoughts and I grind the herb. They say that good die young and this life's absurd. I'm sick and tired of the bullshit that I just heard. I wish I could get back to the when the only thing I had to worry about was remembering the before crossing the street. Walk to the store for a sweet, smoke it all till I'm coughing and falling asleep. Got a heart full of songs and they all on repeat. I'm ignoring the darkness is following me. How can it be? I'm feeling so alone. I took a whole week just to do a fucking song. Trying to do it right, but I'm always doing wrong. So I pick up a light in the bong, write a message on my phone, and I don't never send that. Cause it's one of the homies that ain't able to hit back. If I had the time and the money, I would spend that just so I could get all of my motherfucking friends back. Hello, is anybody here? Cause I feel like nobody cares. So I take a deep breath to relieve the stress and then dry my eyes, put my head to the sky. I would be telling you a lie if I said grown men don't cry. I just want my friends back. The ones gone overseas and the ones gone from ODs. Man, I just want my friends back. I wanna sit back and blow trees with a couple of the real OGs. Man, I just want my friends back, friends back. Man, I just want my friends back, friends back. Man, I just want my friends back, friends back. If you're hearing this, you feel me. Cause all I see you, brother. Is me. Man, I got a couple old friends and I think about them often. Some are still alive and some are chilling in a coffin. The thought of it is honestly the part that's so exhausting. Cause all I ever wanted was to figure out our problems. We've had a lot of disagreements over petty shit, then life got in the way and somehow we seem to let it slip. The blessing is I see that you got kids and a wedding ring. I bet they're all grown up now, send me pics. And even though we both struggle through the pain, no matter what, I made sure that my number never changed. I know as we get older it's like nothing is the same, but remember when we said that we'd be brothers to the grave? It's kinda crazy how this lifestyle is, but I never expected it to be quite like this. I'm doing good, I got a wife, no kids. Doc told us when she's pregnant that she might birth twins.
Anyways, I just hope the song reaches you. The other night I had this weird dream. I got to speak to you. I woke up and realized that I got to see this through. Remember all the good times when it was just me and you?
My friends back. The ones going overseas and the ones going from ODs. Man, I just want my friends.
Apologize that we're not on Facebook. Restream's not connecting like it normally does, so there's nothing I can do. It's the marriage relationship between Restream and Facebook. I'm innocent for a change. 'Cause I'm able to stream everywhere else, so.
If you're hearing this, you feel me. 'Cause I just want my friends.
Well, today we are at minus 12.
Oh,
No emotions.
no emotion. The God.
We're at minus 12.
TJ
The
been
window weather
working.
forecast is
Yamato,
sunny.
You're not allowed to correct me if you don't respect
No clouds
me.
in the
Something about a
skies.
golden
Oh, no, there's some
mask
clouds
that's
over
really
there.
sexy. I'm about to sell
But,
my dick prints
nice
on
and sunny,
Etsy.
so
There's no
it is,
ridiculous over here. Your ears are boring. They
lying
want
to
something
us.
listen
You walk
to. Why
outside,
would
it
you
looks
set a
nice and
goal
sunny
that
and
has
warm
no
and
real
inviting,
purpose? You
and then
seem
you
very
get the
shallow on the
fucking
surface. Evidence
minus
of
13
elegance
code,
in
and
the
it's like,
golden ball.
you
I
fucking
learned
liar,
from
I'm going back
Miami
inside.
Dolphin how to use sonar. The better I get at what I do, the more people hate me.
At least
The help you
I
gave
do.
me wasn't very helpful. This girl had the prettiest face
I
ever
pretty
came
much
across.
hibernate
Closer
in
to you
wintertime
than it
because of my
appears, like
COPD.
images in a rear view mirror. My only escape is to leave my house and go
When it gets
straight
to this
past
point,
me.
it's
Help
too
the future
cold
me
and it's
keep
difficult
passing.
for
I
me to
keep saying,
breathe.
don't ask, the world keeps asking. The evidence of the
Facebook
truth
does
has no
suck,
relevance.
but at
Most
the
times my
other
dick is
side of the
only
coin,
elephant in the room. Money is only
I also
good
have
as what you use it
5,000
for.
plus
Don't make me put you in a
friends
box like numbers on a
on
calendar. I wanna be
Facebook,
greater
which
than
equals out
Alexander.
to
Another con artist
20%
painting pictures in prison.
of my
In middle
viewing
school band,
audience.
I used to play the trombone. I just
And I'm
killed
just,
two pussies
and I
with
built
one
that all
phone. Why would I
organically,
imitate you when all you do
and
is
I'm doing the
hesitate?
same
My
here on the
urine
other
flows in
platforms,
1080p.
building
Motorola should
organically,
only be
so
inside a motor vehicle. Wisdom is
I
way
have the
more
audience
powerful
on
than
Facebook.
money.
I don't
was
have it
smoking
everywhere
wedding cake
else.
right after my divorce. The help
So
that
we're
you
slowly
deny is
working
the
on
help
that.
you need. Whenever I talk to my
If you haven't
mom, she
already,
asks if I'm
hit the
still
like, the
smoking
follow,
weed.
the
Little Debbie
subscribe.
got fat after eating all them snacks.
Depending on the
Paying
platform
taxes,
you
but
are
getting
on. We are
nothing
on
back in
DLive,
return. Sucking
Periscope,
penis from scratch is when she
YouTube,
starts when it's soft.
normally
The top
Facebook,
of
but
the
they've been
triangle,
a
I have
bitch
to
this
beat
week,
the ball.
so
I was clean
fuck
last
Zuck.
year, now I have my jigsaw. I
And we
wanted
are
to
on
catch up
Discord.
some sleep, but I was all out of mustard. Never
If you'd be
trust
so
a bitch
kind and
that
hit
wears
that
Chucks and Timbs. I was amazed
that little
looking at
button,
art that
whatever
describes
platform
the
you're
play.
on,
No emotion
that
in
would
the
be
gods, it's
great.
a
That
play
helps
at
with the
Broadway.
algorithms.
Given more
If you're
wisdom
enjoying
than
the show,
book of
hit the
Proverbs.
share.
What
If
a
you're
month
finding
is
the
the
show
magic
annoying,
password.
also
You
hit the
drive a
share
Ford
and annoy
Explorer,
someone
but never
else. It
explore
helps
the
with the
world. If you
algorithms.
enjoy your time wasted, you're not wasting time. Sorry if I zoned out a lot on my mind. What do you
Yes,
do when
I'm
your
also in the
10-year-old
process
says that
of
Chris
juggling
Hansen is
different
handsome?
platforms
Look
and
at my
having a
mask, it's
backup
golden.
from
Don't ask,
YouTube, but I don't
who
do
am I?
anything
No emotion. The
and talk
gods.
about anything
Yamato Beats.
that would get up YouTube upset.
DJ
I'm not
been
looking for
working.
monetization,
The gods.
so me playing the videos and the artists getting their money, it all works out. Happy Saturday to you, Chrissy.
Us versus the buff.com.
Thank you, Damon.
I can't speak for y'all, but I'm a rider though. And it's only the OG who I'm sliding for. I'm already gone when it's time to go. I don't know about you, I know what I'm fighting for. Christ gang, my gang, homie, I'm for real. I'm a rob it, I'ma die inside the field. A fighter feeling like a hungry lion feel. Bible in my rifle when I fire
Today's show, we got Nova's new song video that came out yesterday. Well, most of this stuff has come out this week or within the last couple of days, depending on where we are in the song list. Like HOB, that came out yesterday. Song before, that was also yesterday. The ones before that, well, we're still catching up from earlier this week because we did a whole special on Monday and didn't do new releases like we ought to have. And we got behind, so we've got a whole shit ton of new releases still to get through from last week for next week. So I love the world being in lockdown for the artists and productions like this purpose. But it is.
When you see me, you see the word, just like a caption. Have come a long way since the days I was a trifling bastard. Say but not soft, get the fate when it pop off. In this blade it will chop off. A snake's head it will not crawl. Who I'm afraid of is not y'all, only beta to my God. He is straight up the top dog, him I'm praising when I bark. Glory up to Jehovah, raise me from sucker to soldier. Mission is crushing the cobra, hand of God closing his throat up. Just like the boat was for Noah, before God closes the door up. Give you the word to him in the midst of the golden menorah. This WAR won't be one with an AR. First thing we do is pray hard. When we say charge, weapons ready for any evil.
So Damon, you're in Florida, right?
For Satan till the day we're laid in the graveyard. We hog mob, made men status. It's Christ game, we ain't even rappers. We gon' ride, we gon' ride, we gon' ride.
It is. And what's even harder is the artists I work with and the music I work with is all underground music. None of these artists, these are all independent labeled artists. Okay, Dallas, Texas. I knew you were south. I didn't know Florida or, yeah.
You don't see it, too caught up in this culture trying to get rich. And for my homies in that Benz, 560 on them rims, or that 840i, glacier wide on them tins. You can't lie inside, you feel it's coming to an end. They locking hella folks, you losing all your friends. When you first visioned the picture, this was never in your plan. You started to
okay. Well, I like doing what I do for my show because it gives the artists the exposure. Because unless you're following these underground artists, you're not going to necessarily see their songs. And everything I play can be found in my own personal YouTube stuff, so you can find all the artists. You can go like, subscribe, follow, etc. I make it. YouTube makes it easy for me to make it easy for others. But what I've noticed is not everyone gets notifications of all the new videos coming out, because unless you're on the top of that food chain algorithm, it's gonna get missed, most likely, more often than not. And that's where an OCD stoner comes in handy and snags them off the internet and plays them for everybody. Cottonmouth Kings. We roam.
Where do we go? Do we go? When the world's about to blow.
Thank you, Chrissy. Appreciate it.
Where do you go? When the world's about to blow. Where do you go? When the world's about to blow. Where do you go? We wanna drive the way to a better place. Nice quiet space on a mountaintop where the leaves fall smoke green.
I have been in the behind the scenes for years. Did radio up until 99. And then I went into being a roadie and working behind the scenes, and it wasn't until last year that I got called out to do Facebook lives again, and this is what I'm doing now. I'm not making a profit. It's all for the artists. I'm all, and always have been, into the independent artist and independent scene. So I'm not going, hey, hand out. No. I'm doing it for them. And this occupies my time because I listen to the music anyways, so I might as well share it with people. So that is my preface and reason for the show. My logic. Yes, I'm aware this is the first time you've caught the stream. That's why I'm explaining the show. Chrissy, she's one of my moderators, and Dee Cochran, who you know from other lives that we share in Damon, is also a moderator here.
Seeking out the truth to live another day. No hard times, I'm feeling fine. Take away the rain and more sunshine. Cleanse your soul, your body and your mind. Take away the pain from the daily grind. Positive vibes, there's only one way. And so I say,
Yeah, everyone's pretty much struggling this past year in the entertainment business, unless you really know what you're doing digitally wise and computer wise, and you're pretty much screwed. Certain places are getting away with shows and events and venues, but they're far and few between.
In a small town, it's the kind of life. Fishing on the boardwalk, people riding bikes. Blinded by the fact there's a dark side of light. The killer's in the corner and he got a bloody pocket knife. Why, when I walk by, people always stare. Do I really look that different? I ain't got no purple hair. I see this girl walk by, I knew when we were kids. I kinda wish she knew me, now not who I was back then. The rumors around this place say that old girl changed. Yes, everybody does, cause nothing is the same. Watch what you say on the other side of town. If the streets don't get you first, then the police will take you down. My son is bullied by a kid. Bad life, the stupid shit I did. It's really not fair, all the games God plays. Please forgive me for my
well,
and all my
I do everything off one of two different laptops, but that's the same as a computer, except portable.
Tim is always drunk, fucked up every day. Bree sleeps with every guy that comes.
And the reason I use laptops is because I live in my camper. I'm the madman in a blue box. And I run off a generator. And in doing so, I don't always, like yesterday's show, it was in 2 parts because the generator just didn't want to start before the show. And then my battery ran out of power. We missed one song, and I went up. No, that was the show before. That was Thursday's show. And I went outside and had to start the show up. So, yeah, Thursday's show is 2 parts, and that was because of battery issues and cold. Batteries and cold don't work. Really, they don't. Well, I know it's not because of lack of technology that people can't do lives. Some of it's stage fright, some of it's other issues. But I know technology-wise, that is not anyone's, other than learning the tech themselves, anyone's issues nowadays, this day and age. The age of digital nanny, that's not the issue. Up next, Living Hell, spoken word. I live in Canada because we are allowed to smoke herb. And even if we weren't, and when we weren't, I still was. But we're allowed to grow it and give it to our other fellow Canadians. That's what I love so much about Canada. We can get other people high and not get in trouble.
I wake up.
Well, I am pleased that you have enjoyed it.
You say you've never had anxiety. My God, that must be amazing. I can't find the root of mine, believe me. I've tried tracing, but I walk around like your words don't faze me. Inside, I hate it when people trash me, but feel insecure when they praise me. Clayton, your poetry is incredible. You honestly amaze me. Dear anxiety, help me, and please don't kill yourself. Save me. Suicidal thoughts force me to picture Arabelle and Jamie, and the beast inside of me is like, Clayton, you can't tame me. It's the depression talking when I feel crazy, and that's more often than not lately. I look to heaven like, God, please save me, and I get nothing in return. The devil sits back blushing as I burn. I feel disgusting, my stomach turns. Why do people obsess over me? This isn't your concern.
At least you have a program. You could be stuck in Ohio like Johnny and get butt raped for everything you get.
I heard this about you, Clayton. Is it
At least
true?
you
Is it
get a
true?
little
As if
bit
somehow I
treated
answered
better
you. Here's a suggestion. I'll do me
than
and
Johnny
you do
does
you.
in his
Don't act
state.
like you know me if you've never walked in my shoes. I've been slandered, manipulated, and physically abused, so I write poetry because it helps with the blues. I listen to the man in the mirror and he helps me choose. That's why I tell my daughter to be herself and she's only 2, because I know if she doesn't define herself, someone else will. I tried finding my peace in the shape of a pill. Along came the devil to take and to kill. I trust nobody. Are they fake or are they real? I'm shaking and I can't sit
Well,
still. Crying out,
I've
"Help
always
me,"
been in the
nobody will.
underground music. I've always stayed up to date. I've always stayed current. I look at my friends that are younger than me and even older than me,
Did you make me, huh? Answer
and they
me
got
why.
stuck in a loop.
Can't save me, but I still try. Like I'm doing
And I don't get
CPR
it.
on myself.
I've always
Crisis
been
poetry
in
relief that
on
excels.
the
And
cuff
picture
of the
my
new
girl
stuff,
just sits
hip
on
hop,
my shelf. I feel a shift in my health.
the
devil comes
underground
lurking
music,
and
and
I'm
I'll always
overwhelmed.
be that
He
way.
wants the spotlight and
So
I
I'm
want the
always
stealth.
current,
I want
fresh,
peace,
and
the world
knowing
wants
what the
wealth.
heck's
What
going
I
on.
like, look at me, I can tell. Broken ribs from Christians who
Musically.
kicked me when I fell. I point people to heaven, you condemn me to
And
hell.
anything
I'm
else,
thirsty
not-
for living
I
water,
don't
man,
have
where's
much of a
that
clip.
well? I'm not okay, and I don't feel well. I got a secret for you if you promise not to tell. I'm loud in my poetry, but live alone in a shell. Been so close to death, I got a whiff of its smell. It's like I've been cursed by some witch with a spell. I'm struggling to stay afloat, if you can't tell. Waves of anxiety, I get swept in the swells. Imprisoned in my
You
pillow,
may be an
locked
excerpt,
in its cell.
but
What's the
I'm
point
the
of living?
beginning of
Absolutely.
Gen X. The rock I do metal, yes and no.
For my train of thought
More
to leave
punk
my head.
than metal.
Spinning the
And
tunnel, I'm trying to see the sun. Times trying to believe my actions, but now
and
one never
thrash.
felt like time for me to run.
But I'm more hip hop. I'm more the word, spoken word. I love it. So I listen to the other genres to listen to it, but
It'd be like, damn,
I'm more
Brazil.
about spoken word.
I appreciate the kudos. Shit ain't all sweet, gotta appreciate the glucose. It's hard to stick together with your team, we keep the glue close. We be feeling down in my town, you can hear us play the blue note. And when it's time to go, I'ma ride out. I'll be on the road, fuck I hide out. Even my darkest times wouldn't white out. Listen, this is mine now. I wish I could cry, but I ain't got nothing to cry about, homie. I just hope I die before my pride outgrow me. I'll be at the door of my life. Knock, 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 knock. I feel my youth slip away. I ain't mean it to end. I'm in a land where everything got be a means to an end. Which you get to pick first. The means of the end. That sequence depends. And that's a shitty diaper to be sitting.
Oh, I got
life for the fight to be brighter
song
than
in
what your
wrong
nights were when
order.
you believed that they could end. And yet and still they can't see.
On the playlist
Be
again.
different,
This
but
should be
basically
interesting.
Same like stopping at Essex versus Delancey. Shit.
And then this one's
of
good.
an
Jump
impatient
into the
mind.
one that's playing.
As I look forward
I'm
now, what I would
currently
later
listening
find.
to
No bread,
Mises,
just a
Black
body.
and White.
Blood ain't made of wine. Scary images above my shoulders in this frame of mind.
While yous are watching
I'll
Marlon
be okay
Craft
with time.
after the door.
And when it's time to go, I'ma ride out.
Song's
I'll
going
be
to
on
end
the
and it's
road,
going to be
fuck I hide
reversed.
out. Even my darkest times wouldn't white out. Listen, this is mine
No,
now.
I'm
I
not a
wish I could
stoner
cry, but ain't
and I
got
don't
nothing
know
to
what
cry
I'm
about.
doing.
I just hope I die before
I
my
always
pride
put this
outgrow me.
playlist together while I'm stoned. And I love doing it live because this is what happens when you do a show live.
Drop the beat for me. They loud and clear. They wanna beef with me. Not a racist, I hate equally. Get in my face in black or white, it doesn't matter. I'ma break your teeth. It's like and the song was great, but truthfully, what I'm amazed with is the racist in response to it. Black people saying the white dude, the black dude didn't in response to it. Listen, I'ma make this black and white. Keep it black and white. Skip it, let me get back to writing. Back to writing, I don't mean writing songs. I mean writing wrongs. That's the type of shit I'm on till my life is gone. I'm a rapper and an activist. Fuck it, I'm a raptivist. Trying to change the world, not just give clap the shit. Give a fuck how they
Not
react
true.
to this, cause that's been a deciding factor. If I did half of this shit, I haven't. Cause the truth is, I've been here for years. You
I
just
have
seen me.
learned how to do
Don't think Nick, 'cause he now
nothing,
see me.
and I can do nothing very well. People don't like me doing nothing, but I am able to do nothing very well. It is hard, very difficult for me to do nothing. But that is one thing I can excel at better than most.
We gon' have to fight like, guess I gotta make this shit in black and white. I don't give a shit about who black or white. Racists trying to make it so we can unite. Keep talking fuck shit, motherfucker, we gon' have to fight like, fuck all that race shit, fuck all that bait shit. I ain't with that fake shit. Come say this shit to my face, bitch. I ain't good with them.
The state of the union is that there isn't one. If a house divided can't stand,
No,
we've been
no,
sitting,
no,
but
no, no,
sitting
no, no.
officials letting you
I
start
do a
to
show
die.
now.
They say for a party, I say it's dark
I
to a man,
do
'cause
a
ours
web
alive.
page and I do
Choosing
the
party
cannabis
line,
group
intoxicated
and
from white
stuff like
fake
that.
superiority created by authority to convince the parties
But there's
still
been
one
times
cast
when
up,
I've
'cause at
done
least you're not
nothing,
black. And if
and
at least you're not
literally
that,
nothing
then if you
is
see it,
really
not mad that the elite on
difficult.
backs of your labor, you point at your neighbor instead of us.
Aside
To
from
keep you off
breathing and
track, they told
eating,
you your sins
I
weren't
didn't
sins,
do
but beneath
shit
that hatred and shame,
for
your
nobody
humanity
or
was
No one.
Soul with the cotton of slave. System is fucked. We benefit passively. White liberals and such make a social identity from giving a fuck. But that privilege they may acknowledge, they ain't giving it up. We ain't living it much. The ego's driving the car, and it just depends on where it got its license. How many of us really choose our own thoughts and vices? You don't get paid, but you're a walking advertisement. Made us all addicted to fame so that we work for free. Millions factless cause their schools ain't teach them how to find them. If they get to choose, they pick the ones that they're once aligned with. Can you track your opinion to its origin? If not, we move
because of that
intent.
minor
Profit
hiccup
when we
in
not
me paying
decisive.
attention to
Rappers
the
been
playlist
lazily
more
rappers
intently
in the
than I
matrix for
normally
years.
do,
Who knew
we missed
algorithms
Dab
would really
30.
dictate what we cheer?
I
Too
repeat,
lazy
we
to care.
missed
Afraid to
Dab
begin with.
30.
We live in our own news, for we live in our own truth. Fake tweets about how you love everyone. You won't even wear a mask to save somebody's grandmother. Entitled to the lies of freedom, you in denial. I seen this shit for a while. It's lethal, man. Word to Dan Glover.
The show starts 10 o'clock.
Before we pay attention.
Monday to Saturday.
And everyone talking generational wealth, but outside making money for ourselves. We won't give the next generation help. It's too late to save the fucking planet. If we don't stop playing, there won't be no more generations to help. We train people for survival of the fittest in traumatic conditions and sold them things that kill them. We made life into a gamble in the name of capitalism and tried to hit the democracy switch when COVID hit and now it's destined to fail. You can't abuse populations, leave them
Bad moderator, wasn't paying attention to the clock.
Our own nation to blame, so I get the club still I want better from us. I just don't expect it. Most likely one. They have future selling you Molly
I do the show Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. Mountain time.
It's hesitation. And there's this fishy correlation between what's considered cool and what profits for corporations. Rappers streaming tens of mils considered not as popular, cause on their next endeavor, no labor loan's an option. Soul vacancy across the culture. So when they say they do it for it, man, I gotta wonder. The only culture is validate wins. Truth's like my chest in 06. I don't even like talking this direct. I ain't no book report ass rapper, but I object to the marriage degree and clout without heat and doubt of what winning means. Ask why we on different
18 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 Celsius.
I've been trying to go and look and this ain't what I came for. It's righteous to get it, you can keep it. Fuck a popular lie, I'd rather be a truthful secret. Herd immunity to truth and self-assessment. Truth is, if not for
ouch, that's 0 Fahrenheit. That's minus 22 Celsius. As I said earlier this week, Chrissy, you can keep the fucking cold. We love you here, but not that much. I can say that with integrity because I left my daughter and my grandkids and I only visit them in the summertime, and that's optional.
Racism was never gonna go quietly to the night. It never will, but I do believe that it along with greed can make its way out of our institutions so that all are free one day. I ain't say that it will, but today looks like today in both versions of the story, so gon' grab you a quill. It depends what we do. There's only one person the future starts and ends with, it's you.
I could handle Texas temperature. Misfit, spoken word.
My mountains are Everest, my lows are Pacific. Bipolar specific, but sadly you'd never get it.
Oh, I did it again, folks.
And my poems were hieroglyphics.
I'm listening to MOB with us.
Always been different. Did my best just to
Help us give the ghetto back, and then I'll be going into Misfit spoken word.
Yeah, I'm flawed, but a Christian. No thanks to tradition.
I thought I had it all in the correct order.
Hundreds of millions have listened.
I don't know how it gets messed up. I really don't, other than the fact I'm stoned. And that's why I don't.
I keep a light, but I dim it. I'm alright.
I look at it when I'm waking up and getting baked.
Should I send it? Unread letters in
I
red.
made it
I
when
wonder
I
what would be
was
said.
baked.
Bipolar effect
It
in his
looks
head. What about the comments he
similar,
read?
but
And
it's
all the lies that
not.
were spread. I'm alive, never dead. I write with Lazarus lead. No emotion, just broken. I'm alone in this ocean. Does anyone notice? Does anyone know his outlook is hopeless? Out with the roping, fastened to throat in. You're laughing, I'm choking. Fascinate you for show and Tommy Cooper the flow. Collapse on stage and just go. I vacillate between fast and slow. I'm passionate, but I start to grow. Elsa, I'm cold, frozen to snow. If I tell you I'm okay, then I'm really just Pinocchio.
Oh, I don't want to.
So who's my Geppetto? Suicide Squad.
I don't see it as a problem
Quiet to you, but loud in my
in
head,
any
though.
way, shape,
Voices
form, or
with
fashion.
refusal to mellow.
I do
Wrap my head
live
in my
shows
pillow. I'm
because
trapped inside these
live is
pillows.
more
I'm empty,
entertaining.
but my bottle's refilled though. God sent me here, how could I just go?
Not only
Got a daughter,
for
how could I
the
just
audience,
blow? My
but
brain's
also
all over
for
my wife's
the one
clothes.
doing it.
Wedding dresses, white clothes, gossip online, another fleeting remark. Closest they'll get to me. Always a comment, so far. So I slip, dip, duck, and cut the car. Look, Arabelle, it's a shooting star. Watch you drive off the cliff from afar. Hurry, make a wish. I just did. I wish for no more bullied kids. No more pills, no slit wrists. No more pills and overdosed kids. No more kills, it's overposted. No more pride, stop the boasting. No more lies, stop promoting. Everything that leads to fear, failure, and loathing. Everything that leads to death. Help the hurting. I've done my best. Hurt while helping? Answer's yes. So many regrets can no longer express. Feeling the guilt from the carnage I've left. Carnivals for articles, I'm just a guest. But I'm a fake, a snake, a puppet at best. Never sleep soundly when I go to bed. Only hear the sound of the bridges instead. So I lay on the mattress. I self-sabotage for the masses.
True that. True that.
Got talent no one matches, but maybe I just can't hack it. Not famous, but not a has-been. Known all over the atlas. Abracadabra, right back at this. Some call it mania, some call it magic. But now I'm trapped in, seeking what's happening. Oh, so sad to see. Some people only care about the bad in me. They hate me. Why are you so mad at me? But they're captivated so they can't leave. I'm not a net, so stop casting me. I'm not auditioning, you're not casting me. Usain, I bolt, you're not catching me. Was an appeal in a capsule like a casualty. Deacons infatuated with attacking me. Demons gather round to attach to me. Rear view mirror, I'm looking back to see everything I hated and had to leave. You can have my past, but you can't have me. Daggers to the back and you watched me bleed. Staggered, never shattered, stood back to my feet. Been to hell, been to Hades, never 6 feet deep. Billy Graham and Eminem, that's the mix in me. Which one am I becoming? That's the mystery. I've been dying to quit this show, man. My whole life's been a circus. 33 years and it's time to pull back the curtains. I'm talking back.
That's my quote of the day. What's the quote of the day?
So which whip, which choose Uber or broom?
See you driving off a cliff. Take a wish.
Time is running out, but there's still room. Indiana Jennings just blew up the Temple of Doom.
I was going over the show charts and numbers. We're up to 200 shows thus far. The count is 210, but a couple of them are doubly uploaded, and one they were live, then they weren't, so on and so forth. So I'm rounding it up to about 200 uploads at this time. Successful shows. Okay.
Heaven to hell, death on the way. And my shell is a doorway. I love night, I don't know the day. Praise Christ if I go today. Just pray for me now. Make a way for me now. Cause I feel death on the way. But my shell is a doorway.
When night turn to light, hard to hide the sight of thorns in my side. Where I'm from, sliding through the roads.
I'm dropping you, and I'm going into a song that's in my headphones. Sorry, folks. I'm screwing up my own playlist. Moonshine Bandit, Geronimo. And yes, this is where I stole my intro from.
reputation. I don't take nothing from no one that never came to take it. But they be too quick to misinterpret the information. Coincidental how they working the situation. Yeah. No, we a revelation. So it ain't no sense in acting like this a revelation. Think you holding me back and you need your education. You know the boy been a savage gone off the reservation.
Yeah, I know. That many already.
Far as I'm aware.
Well, I know the reason why my shows were up there because I was doing Mountain High and Sid Jones Network, and I was doubling up some for those networks a couple of times, so that's how I got so many in. But I do a show a day, so that's 6 days a week. Started in May last year for Mountain High 10 Radio. Then my juggalo-ness, which is what they hired me for, and my cannabis knowledge was not politically correct. I am guilty as sin for that. But I don't apologize ever. And then moved to Sid Jones Network, expanded, started Sid Jones Network, mixed with a radio station. Sid Jones Network is doing their things, I'm doing my thing. My thing is up-to-date current videos. And while I'm broadcasting the videos on YouTube, D-Live, Periscope, so on and so forth, I'm also broadcasting it on Mixler.
They see me succeed. Witness history when I leave as a ghost. My spirit lives on when
yes,
I go.
That's Mountain High 10 Radio in Colorado. I have no illness towards Mountain High 10. I'm just not going to apologize for being who I am. And I didn't say anything to them or do anything to them directly. But I was me. I'm an asshole. And they need it more politically correct for their platform. I don't. And there's a few other quirks in there too, but Nova Rockefeller.
Kids all called him retarded. He got a job in a warehouse where he'd packing carpet.
Did your best.
And he never fell in love. He's 50 but really 12. Thinking about giving up. She married young and always felt like she had gotten too deep. Started feeling like her only way out was to cheat. Her friends all villainized her, didn't see she was weak. It's been 20 years and it still breaks her heart that they don't speak. He was a rock star in small bars. Until the gigs weren't paying bills, he had his daughter in the car. And he knew he had to make the choice to put down his guitar.
Me.
And every day he wonders if he could have been a star. I know you did your best. There was a lot to lose, don't have to prove to me.
Coffee refill time.
With Parkinson's, it's something she lives with. Was strong and independent, now relies on the children. Her voice shakes when she speaks, she's embarrassed, she hates to talk. And every day she wakes up wondering if new parts of her are lost. He got her pregnant before he could finish school. He got busy acting dumb cause he didn't know what to do. He ignored he had a girl till her mother stopped calling too. On his deathbed he wished for the daughter he never knew. She loved her family, 2 girls and 2 boys. Husband in the garage, she yells she's sick of the noise. And the one day he's out riding and he dies in a crash. Now she'd do anything to have the buzz of his song come back. I know you did your best. There was a lot to lose, don't have to prove to me. I know you have nothing left, but there's more to you than the wars you lose, you'll see. Everybody made mistakes, everybody crashed along the way. It might be going up in flames, but everybody feel the same. Everybody made mistakes, everybody crashed along the way. It might be going up in flames, but everybody feel the same. I know you did your best. There was a lot to lose, don't have to prove to me.
So curious, Damon, how did you come to find the show today? What link brought you here?
But there's more to you than the wars you lose, you'll see.
All right, boys, let's kick the tires and light the fires. Let's go.
Heading down Placer Speedway, race about a quarter mile. Drivers cutting the banks all tight, and then the crowd was going wild, and they'll be riding. Where all the outlaws drive. And they'll be kicking a ton of dust in the air, getting that dirt up in my Barry ride.
There's something about old Saturday night where the beer is cold and the air is just right. When you're in them stands and under them lights and the 3-foot flames coming out of them pipes, you get this feeling you can't deny when you hear that engine with mud in your eye, with the tires spinning and they flying by. That's American like apple pie. You don't seem to get it, son. These boys will show you how it's done. Quarter mile like he's on the run, hot as hell like the blazing sun. Coming out that third turn, hit the gas and let it burn. Get your spot and hold it tight and stay out of that wall tonight. He's on your ass and he don't care. He's gonna try to put you there. So grip that wheel and hold it tight till your knuckles turn all white. These boys sure put one hell of a show while the crowd just stomps and screams out go, where the best 2 men go toe to toe in the line outside.
Why, thank you. I appreciate that.
Speedway, race about a quarter mile. Drivers cutting the banks all tight, and then the crowd was going wild, and they'll be riding. Where all the outlaws drive. And they'll be kicking a ton of dust in the air, getting that dirt up in my Barry ride.
We may not have been a group, Chrissy. Damon's also a friend of mine on Facebook and also part of Canada Cannabis Connection and other places where I shared the links. So
I can smell the fluid off the radiator burning and it's smelling like I'm in a pinch. No guts, no glory, it's the same old story of an outlaw's innocence.
there's a half a dozen places Damon could have been bombarded with the link. But it is his first time here. Crazy hood
driving like giving them hell.
Heading down Plasma Speedway, race about a quarter mile. Drivers cutting the banks all tight, and then the crowd was going wild, and they'll be riding. Where all the outlaws drive. And they'll be kicking a ton of dust in the air, getting that dirt up in my bear rewriting.
Well, you would be a good luck penny up here in Canada because we don't have pennies as currency anymore.
Are moving. All looking for a new place to drive. You sit beside me, you're nearly charming. Waiting to drive this impression your sight. And the sun drips down, bedding heavy behind. In the front of your dress, all shadowy lined. And the droning engine throbs in time with your beating heart. And the sun drips down, bedding heavy behind. In the front of your dress, all shadowy lined. And the droning engine throbs in time with your beating heart. Way down the lane away. They were outlawed. Another day. If it swim up in the drifting haze, swim seagull in the sky towards the hollow western isle. My envied lady holds you fast in her gaze. And the sun drips down, bedding heavy behind. In the front of your dress, all shadowy lined. In the droning
should create or correct that.
your beating heart. And the sun drips down, bedding heavy behind. In the front of your dress, all shadowy lined. And the droning engine throbs in time with your beating heart.
I was stoned. Did I not say at the beginning of the show? In the middle of the show? 3/4 of the way through the show? That I was stoned when I put this together? If not, I was stoned when I put this together, folks. Uh, 2016, 2017, they did away with them. When I first get up in the morning, unless I ate edibles the night before.
Sun's up, time to motivate. I'm glad as hell I didn't wake up late. Now I've got time to do something rewarding. Take 2 hits, I get dressed and shit. And now I feel like I'm better equipped to walk through that door, to deal with the dull and boring. I've never been a fan of them Colombian beans. I can hardly think above my palpitations. Calm and collected as I pull on my jeans. No more frustrations. It feels like vacation because I wake up, I take 2 hits in the morning. When I gotta get up,
And if you're not aware of who this is the Royal Kush Band. Wake and Bake.
On the moon, I can't feel the flooring. I wake and bake, and now the world is mine.
Wake up, y'all. Open my eyes, I'm still high from the edible. Feet hit the floor and I'm high like a pedestal. A little groggy, but I feel incredible. No hide in the fact I medicate, so I tell the world. On the coach, still dressed in my PJs. By my lap is my dog and my weed tray. Sportsnet got the scores on replay. Rolling up 3 J's of some sweet haze.
Well, there are people that haven't heard and don't know who they are. And this is the exit or ending of my show. And I have to always have Canadian content when doing radio. So I always have Royal Kush Band on deck. I can't guarantee about any of the other stuff that may get played during the show, but I do have Canadian content like Mirko, Tom McDonald, so on and so forth. But yes. Thank you, Chrissy.
When I gotta get up, this is how I rise and shine. And now I'm walking on the moon, I can't feel the flooring. I wake and bake, and now the world is mine.
Remember, folks, stay more lifted and elevated than the problems that you may face today. If you haven't already, hit that like, that follow, that subscribe. Enjoyed this show? Hit the share. If you found the show annoying, also hit the share. It helps with the algorithms. And also you, Chrissy, and Damon, and anyone watching now or later, have a fantastic day.
I wake up, I take 2 hits in the morning. When I gotta get up, this is how I rise and shine. And now I'm walking on the moon, I can't feel the flooring. I wake and bake, and now the world is mine.
Be safe, be sick, and sanitize.
Wake and Bake Fred Fury. With the Wake and Bake Fred Fury. Now live on Michigan United Broadcast.
Everything ends. And it's always sad. But everything begins again too. And that's always happy.
And it is happy endings.